Hello everyone! Today we're going to be talking about some of my must-have horse CC for The Sims 4. I made a video about horse custom content a few weeks ago just before horses were released, and it was like the horse content already out there, but now that horses have been released for about 3 weeks or so at this point, I am so excited to share with you some amazing custom content and mods that have been made. Please note though that there is literally so much content out there already that I cannot cover everything in one video, so I've tried to put some of my first must-haves. This is not a tutorial for how to install mods. There's already so many videos out there that you can go and watch, but if you don't have any mods yet, then these are probably the ones that I recommend you put it into your game right now. Alright, so let's get into it. All of these are going to be linked in the description. The first one we have is Playable Pets. Now this has not been updated since 2018, but it still works. This is game changing. I don't know why they didn't give us playable pets in The Sims 4. It's been the same since we got cats and dogs years ago. Playable pets basically means that instead of not being able to play with my horse, I can go ahead and actually click on it, and now I'm controlling my horse. I can actually click and I can say go here. I can look at the needs. I can look at the skills. For some people, it isn't a massive bother, but for me, it just makes it easier, especially in a large family, to keep track of everything that's going on. You can also, a little bit of a spoiler here, but you can also control your sim and have it come over and practice jumps. As you can see, it's a little bit broken because the team didn't mean for you to be able to actually see this, but if you click one of these ones, then you will actually, the horse will go over and start to practice jumps. As you guys will be able to see, my horse is now jumping and your sim doesn't even have to move or anything. So that's definitely a little bit life-changing for me. I really like the Playable Pets mod. The only thing that I found that you can't do, correct me if I'm wrong if you have this mod, but you cannot get the horses to breed together. I couldn't find that option, so I do still have to have my sim come over here and go encourage to breed with and then another horse. I couldn't get the horses to do that independently. Next up, I have this entire Patreon from .object, and they started posting. I don't know if they're new to custom content, whether they're just new to The Sims 4. Maybe they haven't done a lot. Okay, it's not gonna load because I don't even know why. But they have got like so many items which we are going to check out. And oh yeah, by the way, I am a Maxis Match girly, which basically means that everything is going to match the aesthetic of The Sims 4, and if it doesn't, then I'll probably delete it from my game. But that's just me, so if you are someone who likes a more realistic alpha look, then unfortunately I am not the person for you to recommend stuff. The next one we have is a temporary GEOM fix for the sideways eyes, because this will become a slider eventually. I am waiting for the day that people make horse sliders. The next ones we have are actually horse texture replacements. So this first one is a Maxis Match one, but it was inspired by this one made by the iFix person, and I actually have the Maxis Match one in my game right now. I actually don't hate these horses either. I just had to pick and choose one to look at. So I'll probably maybe switch between the two and just see which one I end up liking better in my gameplay, but this makes horses look so cool. And there's also this extra mod which adds it for the foals for this one here. I have it in my game right now, and without like a side-by-side comparison, I'm almost like, did it make a difference? But I feel like it did, and I feel like my horse looks cool. So, you can also get stirrup replacements. This is just one example. You can also get an override, which basically gets rid of the stirrups completely, because the stirrups are probably one of my least favorite parts, like the fact that they're just completely detached. I don't know why they did that. I mean, it's probably easier for like heights and things like that, even though our Sims don't have heights. This next one I only just found whilst I was preparing for this video today, and it is the boarding stable lot trait. Oh my gosh. This is revolutionary. We are going to be checking it out. You can look at all the functionality, and there's also plans for the future, such as to be able to pay your sim for taking care of the horses on the residential lot and things like that. Next up, we have the Horse Ranch Jumps and Barrels Invisible Markers. I actually don't have this one installed in my game right now, but I do always have it installed. I only uninstalled it because if you have this in your game and you upload a lot to the gallery, it automatically flags it as modded, even though it's not technically a mod. Like, it is, but it's not adding extra jumps, it's just getting rid of that like ugly white chalk, which I don't like. I get why they did it, but I don't like it. The whole jumping system, don't even get me started on the fact that we can't do like a show jumping course like in The Sims 3. Like, that's something that actually makes me sad. Or even barrel courses. Do you know how fun it would have been if you had individual barrels and you could just like put them in a specific way, and the horse, kind of like how dogs, you can make a dog training route. The dogs can like do an obstacle course. Why couldn't they have made barrels like that? So you could do like barrel weaving. Next up, I have another full Patreon page, and they also have a lot more custom content which we are going to check out, such as natural colored horse balls. Yes, please. Another favorite from this page is actually the horse trailer made functional. Yes, yes. Next up, we have the automated water feeder. Now, I have already looked at these in game. I think I'm going to uninstall this one. It looks fine, but I just feel like we'll check it out in the game, but I feel like it's not my favorite Maxis Match thing. It looks slightly out of place. There's also things that you can download for coat brushes and things like that, which can make creating horses easier. So this is just an example. Let me know if you want to see a full video on Create a Sim content. Here we actually have our first look at functional jumps, which we kind of saw before. So people are already making custom content jumps, which is really exciting. I really hope to see some like cross-country, like fun ones in the future, like logs and things like that. I don't know if that's possible because I don't know how to mod. You can also download custom content eyes. So this one here is a default replacement, but this one here, which I currently have installed, is actually just different swatches. So you could have both of these installed. But yeah, because I didn't really like the default eyes, so I have been trying out a bunch of different eyes. This is just 2 examples, but I feel like it makes the horses look instantly better. Next up, I wanted to talk about Pose Player really quickly. We're not going to cover it too much, but you can basically download Pose Player and people make poses such as this. And you basically, it's really good for the photographers in the world. Why is my internet being slow? Like, I know I live in Australia, but like, hello. So it's no like animations, so if you're doing this in gameplay, it doesn't really make sense in gameplay, but for photos, it's amazing. The last thing we're going to be covering is from Toddler Stuff Mod Pack. There is actually a functional rocking horse. Alright, we are now going to stay in game and basically check out all of the items that we downloaded, just in case you want to see them in game. So first we have these boxes. These are from Objects, and like they're okay. I can see why they're called Maxis Match, but I also don't think they're perfect. So as much as I kind of like them, I think they're like too thin or something. The wood texture is too good for Maxis Match, as gorgeous as they are, because I like to share my items here to the gallery. So if you are looking for some lots to download, I recently made a Willow Creek riding facility, which is like a trail riding place for you to take your Sims to, and this is where we're going to check out that lot trait that we were looking at. But I basically want to make this as easy for you guys to download as possible, so I don't include custom content. But let me know whether I should do a custom content build or something. Next up, we have our cute little rocking horse, which we will definitely try out. We'll definitely get a sim in here. We also have this like decoration block, which is a mounting block, which is really cute. As much as I love the child mounting animation where the horse lies down, and don't get me wrong, I've seen videos like that on TikTok. I saw one just the other day and I was like, hey, that looks like the Sims animation. But I do kind of wish that they include mounting blocks instead, or maybe an either or option. What if your horse was like calm or friendly, or like maybe there was a trait that was like loves kids, it would bow down and it's like, oh look, that horse loves kids, but otherwise it would be a mounting block. I don't know, that's just a random idea that came to mind. Oh, by the way, another thing I have installed is Reshade. I actually usually use G-Shade for The Sims because I find G-Shade works better for my Sims game, but I currently have Reshade installed, so this is completely Maxis. This is with the Reshade on right now. Yeah, so it adds a little bit of something. Moving along, we have these 2 jumps. These 2 jumps here are functional. These ones here are trot poles, which aren't functional, but you can get your horse to trot over them. Next up, we have this pile of hay here, and you might be looking at me like, hello, what is that? It is actually a bed. So it basically got rid of that border, and I really like it. Next up, we have the horse ball here. Oh yeah, let's look at different colors, by the way. We have got a bunch of different colors. We've got clean versions here, which are really nice, and then you've got your dirty versions, and I think the dirty versions are my favorite. I don't know why, but I saw these and I was like, those are beautiful. We also have, I believe, yeah, only a few options for the jumps. There's something about these jumps here that I just love. They look like such training jumps. I love it. We have a few options for the mounting block. We have a few options for the rocking horse. I absolutely love the options. I wish there was more. Next up, we have an entire wall of things. We have, these are functional here. This one here is a water trough with a bunch of different colors. This one here is the feed trough with a bunch of different colors. We also have a hay bale, which comes in like alfalfa, I believe, and then just the normal straw or hay. We have a bridle hook here, which comes in gold and silver. And then we have a bridle on the hook, which comes in a bunch of different colors. Next up, we have this sign, which comes in English. So notice this is an equine facility, a bunch of legal things, but there's also in Simlish, and once again, I prefer my things in Simlish just for the immersion, and there's different colors with English or Simlish. There's also a nameplate here which has a few different options, and they also give you a Photoshop file where basically you can customize this so that you could like customize what it says. There's also a little, I believe this one here is functional, and it's like a little feed bin. Maybe it's not functional because it has options without the yeah, I don't think it's functional. Either way, this looks really nice and I like it. The food, I was a little bit concerned about the food, but worst comes to worst, you just make it empty, and I like it. Reminds me of this Esme. You can have a bunch of different colors, you know, for your different horses. There's also this functional wall feeder here, which you can fill with hay. I'm not seeing any color variants, so maybe it only comes in silver. Yeah, it does come in different colors. There's like a slightly dirtier version. This one here, I am also questioning whether I like it, whether it's borderline alpha, but I think I like it enough to keep it, so I think it's staying. We also have this stall fan here, which I think looks really nice. I kind of wish it was functional. I don't believe it's functional, because if you don't know, if you have seasons installed, then there's actually like heat waves and freezing temperature. So they added things like ceiling fans to cool your house down if you don't want to have a thermostat. Here is the water feeder that I'm just not sure about. And yeah, I just don't think I like it as much as like I did at first. So although what are amazing is these little shovels, pitchforks, and mucking up thing. I love these. They look amazing. Next up, we have these bridles, which actually have been made so that you can put it on top of these, because these were made by the Freckles person. I think it's Sass and Freckles, and they will like fit on this little coat hook here, or you could even use other items. In the preview pictures, they were actually using, I mean, you could probably use, this is like a roof piece. What if I size it down and then you just alt place it and it looks like a massive bridle hook? But you see, it's all about creativity. Unfortunately, they do actually stick to the ground, but if you have move objects turned on, just go Control-Shift-C, bb.move objects, and turn it on. You can then go Control-Shift, it might be different on your keyboard, but basically just press a bunch of different buttons and hopefully it'll work. I use Control and 9 goes up and 0 goes down. My Shift sometimes works as well, like I'm clicking Shift now, Control now. Sometimes it does it like I'm not even pressing, I'm just pressing 9 and 0 right now. But yeah, so then you can raise it up and you can get it to the perfect level. Next up, we have these hanging hay nets, and they're also really nice, but unfortunately I don't think they're functional either. We then have these really nice feed bags. If you watched the previous custom content video, then you will know that I really wanted to see some Maxis Match feed bags, and these are probably the only ones that I found right now, but oh my gosh, do I love them. And I wish that I used custom content more in my builds. But I actually think that I'm just going to use these ones, and these ones are made so that you can put it on top of this empty one here. Or I have a little example over here of a debug car. I used this, they had this in their promo pictures. And look, a saddle on a car. I don't know why, I just love it. Okay, I just love it. I needed this in my life and now I have it, and it is the most beautiful thing I've seen. Next up, we have a bunch of random stuff on the ground. We've got a bunch of trophies here, which honestly look really cool. But if you zoom out, you can see that some of them go a little funky. So maybe they'll fix that, because not all of them do. So I don't know why 2 of them do. But they're really nice if you want to have some more trophies in your room. We then have a bunch of grooming items and farrier items, which I would love to make a little farrier area or something. So definitely let me know if I should build a farrier shop or something. I don't know. We also have a really big barrel. This is similar to the other hay barrel we saw. And honestly, I think I like these. I was worried they wouldn't look Maxis match, but I think I actually like them better than the current hay bales we have. They're really nice. They are very nice. We also have some more science. I usually use the science in debug, but there's also English versions here alongside Simlish, which is also really fun to have some more science because it adds like that detail to your barns. We also have this like gate here, this stall gate. It's not actually functional though, I don't think. I think your Sims will either be blocked or walk straight through. I made a little mock-up stall here and I just added it here. I haven't tried using it yet. But yeah, it's not actually a gate, so I don't know if it's just for pictures. We also have a very nice wheelbarrow here, which once again, I was a little worried that I wouldn't like it, but I think I actually do like it. We finally have these 2 tack boxes here, one open, one closed. You can actually see here that there's a little slot there. This one here just slots into that space there. And this one here, I actually use move objects again to shift it up into the little slot so you can like put stuff inside, which I thought was really fun. Oh yeah, did we cover? I feel like I'm missing something. Oh yeah, the things on the ground. Here we have some rubber mats, which are quite nice, and I actually placed them all over the floor here. It would be nice to have them as a floor tile, but I think they're currently a rug or something, but maybe you can get some more definition by making them a rug. I don't know, but they exist. We also have this little saddle rack here, which I believe is one of the first things that Objux made. It's not my favorite. There's something about the wood texture, but honestly, I really like it. And you can now display some saddle pads, and there's also some different variations. For customization, it would be great to have some individual ones, just so you could like customize which saddle pads you were showing. But at the end of the day, it's a nice object for decoration. Finally, we have this between pasture water trough. Now, it looks very similar to the water trough we have right now, but it is designed to go like this in between the 2 fences. And I thought that was so cool, and your horse can drink from either side. The pictures looked adorable. Let's add a horse, and obviously we can kind of see that texture that was added. Here are the eyes that I was talking about. There's a bunch of different options which are really nice, and they're also like fantasy-esque. Like there's a few purple ones which are really nice. And this is like the default EAI. Ew, disgusting. No, it's not horrible. Hello, give me... I literally don't know how this works. Under horns, I downloaded a custom content. It's gonna sparkle like I have a horn, but it's actually for like the little chin feathers. Oh my gosh, how cute is that? I haven't found a ear bonnet or like a pasture blanket or leg wraps or many accessories that I've fallen in love with, but let me know if there's any creators that I should check out for that. Oh yeah, you can really tell now. But this horse has the details. You can also see the blazes messed up. That literally drives me crazy. But you can actually see there's even like a little bit of a rib design there. Very nice, very nice. Let's look at Fancy Blaze. What happened to your eyeballs? Oh no, what happened to your eyeballs? Let's just give you eyes back. There we go. That was a little bit scary for a moment there, but you can kind of see it on this horse as well. Like this horse is probably one of my favorite horses that I've made, and I have not made a lot of horses, but right, you guys, let's check this out. I think, which one is it? These are new, I think potentially this. I am such an artist, you guys. I'm an artiste. But yeah, there's a bunch of different like things. Oh, that's okay. It's like a little, maybe it's just the horse, you know, but you can really see the texture of this horse here, which is gorgeous. Like, oh my gosh, it's so pretty. It's a pretty horse. That's okay. It's a little bit symmetrical, probably because I had some symmetry turned on by accident. There's also like these stencils, which I wish you could just like get more of. Like I wish people started making more stencils, but I get like it's probably hard to make stencils. I don't really know how they work. I wonder if people can make custom genetics, because the way the genetics work in The Sims 4, I don't like for pets. But The Sims 3 genetics were just perfect. They were just amazing. They had layers. Oh my gosh, I need to breed in The Sims 3. A few other mods that I guess I can mention is actually the tool mod and the better build and buy UI cheats extension, and also MC Command Center. I use MC Command Center all the time to extend my time of day. I actually like almost double it. I also use it to extend my household limit so I can have more than 8 Sims. I use it to customize my lifespan. Tool mod basically means that you can actually place items outside of your regular lot. I'll actually show you guys in my current household. I'll insert a little image here or a few pictures of my current household where I've actually added jumps into a paddock right next door. This is not a tutorial for it, but let me know if you want to see more about tool mod, because honestly I think the potential is crazy for it. I think you could get some really cool additions to your horsey world with tool mod. And I also added a little movie theater, outdoor movie theater beside the house in an empty space, which I thought was also really nice. All right, let's see. Yeah. All right, let's test out these trot poles. And basically, now that we're kind of lined up with the trot poles, I think if I go trot here, hopefully we'll trot in a straight line and we'll be able to watch this. Let's see. Are you gonna do good? Why are you walking? I thought I said to trot. Trot here. Okay, my aligning for the trot poles is probably not amazing, but that was something. Trot here. Let's see. Oh, that was pretty good. I think I just need to space them out a bit more. But the vibe is there. And for photos, oh, speaking of photos, if I click on my horse and do pose by pack, let's open up, I think I downloaded a cross-country one. So then we can go one horse. I haven't done this before. I just made my, wait, did I do it right? Yes. Maybe now if I click on my sim, I've never done 2 sims before. I've done a lot of posing in The Sims 3, but in The Sims 3 it's easier because you can actually in build mode pick up your sim. It's kind of fun. And let's go one rider. Did I do it right? I don't know how to move my sim. Yeah, she's so happy to be cross country and into this jump. It's not amazing. We're definitely heading for a crash course there. But unfortunately, I don't know why the arms aren't right. Oh, yeah, that's more the face that we need to be pulling, bestie. You should be scared. I think that's the end of this video, though, because it just keeps... I feel like I have forgotten something. I guess if we click on the horse trailer, you can actually see that we can call the animal exchange equestrian center. It's the same interaction if you come over to one of these notice boards and you have all of these, but it's on the horse trailer, which I think is super helpful. And another side note, this is what the English stirrups look like. A lot nicer, but I am tempted to just get rid of the stirrups altogether. I don't know. Let's come over here to Willow Creek and let's place down my Willow Creek riding facility. And in build mode here, let's go, if you just open the little house icon, go traits panel. It was a trait, wasn't it? I've got a bunch of mods installed, by the way, for traits. Boarding stable. Horses live on this lot while their owners are busy or do not yet have their own stable. I literally have no idea how that works. I feel like I have to make a full video on a functional boarding, but maybe it's not that deep. Okay, let's travel there. We'll travel there alone. Can I ride their horses? Because this could just be a way for you to come ride horses for fun. This is what I wanted when I built Willow Creek riding facility. Hello, horses? Is there horses? I'm not seeing any horses. I am, however, seeing a lot of dead trees. I didn't realize how depressing Willow Creek looks in the springtime. Oh my goodness. Horses! Oh my gosh, they're showing up over here. We've got Flapjack, we've got Luna, and we've got Duke Gooseman. Let's go do a friendly introduction. Who are you? Lacey. All right, now the horse knows me. Can I mount? Let's brush the code. This is the greatest day of my life. This is actually the mod that I've been looking for. And let's mat you up. Let's mat you up, Duke Gooseman. I love you. Sorry, is it too early for that? Come on. His outfit's probably going to be bad. Actually, it's not too bad. I'm riding a horse at my trail riding stable right now. Trot here. This is so cool. Look at us. We're just riding a random person's horse, but that doesn't matter storyline wise. We're just riding a horse that I got at the trail riding stable. This is so cool. Oh, look at Flapjack. He's living his life. living his life. This is so fun. I'm actually having so much fun. Guys, you need this mod. You need this mod right now in your game. Like, oh my god. And this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning, you guys. Well, I think that's the end of this video. I hope you guys did enjoy. Let me know what mods you will be installing yourself in the comments below. I think this one's my favorite. Like, I'm just so excited for my gameplay potential here. Flapjack. Oh, okay, awkward. On the screen right now is actually going to be the video where I built this barn here that we are riding through. It was actually really fun. Let me know if you want to see me. I'm actually building like a horse barn in every single world. So I think it was yesterday for you guys. I actually made a rescue center in Oasis Valley. Oasis Springs. Why do I keep doing that? And honestly, it's probably one of my favorite builds that I've ever done. I don't know. I love you all so much and I'll see you all later. Bye.